Okay, guys, now what we're going to do is break down our goals into monthly chunks. So this is at the start of every month of our planner. We've got our monthly goal breakdown. So in this video, I'm going to talk about obviously the same old scenario, what that's all about, why we actually do that, and then how we go about doing it. So what is the breakdown? Basically, it's taking our 12-month goals and breaking them down into what has to get done this month to achieve our overall goal in the given time frame. So that's what we're doing. We're breaking our bigger goal down to what we actually have to do just this month to achieve that in the overall time frame. So why do we do this? Here's a lovely phrase, or a key phrase that I love. We can't plan results, we can only plan activity. So we go about this not to plan the activity yet, but to be able to know what activity to plan. And so that's the first reason why we do it. The second reason is it removes the chance of guesswork out of the equation of achieving the goal. It's getting really clear on the small steps that we need to do right now to move forward. And all of this is going to start to piece together and make more sense as we work our way through these training modules. So it's actually breaking down big things into small steps that allows average people to achieve extraordinary things. I guess there's some saying out there somewhere about eating an elephant. You just got to start with one bite. I guess a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, right? So without it's understanding that end destination, but not letting ourselves get freaked out about everything that needs to be done, and actually strategically working out what needs to be done, and then really just focusing on what's right in front of us right now in getting that done. So how do we go about that? So this is actually going to vary slightly depending on what your goals are in these different areas, and depending on how you measure those goals, how they're measurable. Because obviously, if we've gone through and we've set our goals correctly, our goals need to be measurable, and that also works out not just to work out our progress, but for this scenario here, we've got to work out how we break that down. So at the beginning of each month, I sort of do it like an audit. I review my goals in all 6 areas. So all the goals that we've gone through and we've set in all these areas, I basically work out exactly where I'm at. And this is where you've got to be totally honest with yourself, work out exactly where you're at. If you're ahead of where you should be by now, awesome. If you haven't quite gotten to where you plan to be by now, then be honest with yourself. And then what we need to do is then calculate that gap from exactly where we are right now to where we will be, once we've achieved or completed that goal. And so we work out exactly that distance, exactly that measurement in your goal, or the results that we're missing in that gap there. And then we calculate the time that's left in each goal and break down the goal into those monthly milestones. So also, I think sometimes people, let's use the weight loss goal as a scenario here. So let's say it was 10 kilos and I want to lose 10 kilos and I've got, say, 6 months to do that, or let's keep it easy, 5 months to do that. It doesn't have to be 2 kilos a month, and it probably isn't going to be 2 kilos a month when you understand how weight loss starts to work in our body. So what we want to do is put the broken down monthly milestones into just our next month's page on our planner, our breakdown. So when we work this out, as I said, for the weight loss goal, let's say it was 5 months ahead that I was planning to have the finish line, and I'm 5 months back from there right now. I work out how I want that to look over those 5 months, but then I only put the next month into my planner. I keep the other stuff open and fluid and flexible to be able to make adjustments and tweaks along the way. So here's some hints and tips about doing this process. As I said before, you've got to be extremely honest with yourself, extremely honest as to where you're at, and that way you're going to be able to calculate more accurately, and then the steps further in the video modules that we're going to run through are going to work better for you. So it doesn't have to be the goal gap, I guess, divided evenly by the time there. So the weight loss example again, it doesn't have to be, say, 10 kilos over 5 months, losing 2 kilos every month. You know, you might start off with a kilo the first month, and then it might be, you know, 2 the second month, it might be 3 the third month, and it might go up and then start to plateau. If you ever had a bit of a weight loss journey, that happens. That generally happens. We can only metabolize a certain amount of you know, fat per month, I guess, per week and per month, and so so a lot of what we lose early on in a quite quick space could be water weight or something like that. So, you know, we want to have a bit of awareness around this and plan this activity to set us up to win, as we keep saying, but don't set yourself up to fail. And so this is also why I plan it out over the 5 months in that scenario, but I only record the very next month so I can be flexible, you know, moving forward. And here's a very important part at this step. Don't overthink how you're going to get there just yet. The how is another step in the process. So this is all about the what. You know, what we need to achieve this month to guarantee us to achieve our goal in the long term, or to move us well and truly towards achieving the goal in the long term. So what our goal is, what we're looking to achieve, what we need to achieve this month to achieve the goal in the given time period. So hopefully you've understood this process, you've gone through and done that. I like to do this in the Sunday night before my new month starts. So if the month starts on the Monday, I do it on the Sunday. If the month starts on the Wednesday, I still do it on the Sunday beforehand. And there's a few steps now that we're going to run through, which I'll talk about. And I always, my planning before a month and my planning before a week is always on the Sunday when I lay things out. So I'll see you guys in the next module.